Ben, hi, it's Dylan. Let's just look at these videos. We'll just play them through real time to start off with, and then we'll slow them down and start to look at some of the issues. So this is your before shot over the top, and then underwater head on, and then underwater on the side, and then we've got some a couple of after vids which are coming up. Now just remember that we've been looking at body position. Sorry about the spelling, that's not your name. And so we're going to be looking at body position, kicking, rotation, arm recovery and entry, and then having a look at what's happening under the water. So that's just the run through of your vids. So what we'll do now, we'll just go back and start just looking at some of the issues. And I'll just let Roberto finish off. All right, so first thing to look at really is just the body position. As we talked about at the time, it's really a question of just having that head up. You're looking pretty much straight down the pool, but you can see the impact in terms of just having that high head, and don't want that, and how that effectively just drops the bum and starts the legs dragging somewhat. The overall thing I just want to kind of look at though, and I think we just need to kind of work on that on this going forward, is really just getting the switch right. And by that I mean if we stop it there and then just look at the frame rate. There's quite a nice glide. You can see your left arm recovering through, but you've already started the catch and the pull before that left arm has actually dropped in. Okay. Now what I'd really like to see is much more of a catch up, so we get more of a glide. You'll see your head's up in the other direction now, but so we just have more of a glide through, and then that allows you to transfer the power more effectively. The other thing I just want to look at while we're here is you can see that's actually not a bad high elbow, but your head is still way out to the side on the breathing stroke, and then your arm starts to flip in, the hand takes over from there. Other thing I just want to talk about is really just this overextension. You see you've taken your arm from there through to there, but you're really reaching out on the front end. There again, that's just going to drop the bum out. What we want to try and see obviously is trying to get the hand just entering in, just in front of the head, and then extending under the water. So you can see this big breach now. You still haven't entered the water, you're only just entering the water there now, which, as I say, really has the effect of tilting the body back, and combined with that high head, obviously is the issue. Just having a look at the legs, as I say, a nice kick gets out of the way. Same problem as I have, you haven't really got very much ankle flexibility, no riders do. This is what I want you to watch though. You've just got we've got a wide kick here, and obviously the wider the kick, I'll just see if we can take it through further, see what happens. Sorry about the clicking, but it's the only way I can get the frame rate going. See how that left leg's out? Alright, and there's your head really kind of lifted up out of the water, and so there's your left leg out, just creating resistance down there, and obviously head poking out as well, so that whole body position's dropping. So those are really the key things: head position, overreaching, and just this sort of the leg issues. Let's just roll it on anyway, and then look at the underwater stuff. Now here we are from the front view. You can see you're looking really pretty much straight down the pool there. Much better to be looking kind of down there, and that'll just drift your head down. Just have a look at this big scoop though. Here we go. Here comes this big scoop underneath the body. All right, and then you have to bring it back out to for the recovery. Here comes the left arm. Right, and let's just watch this scoop up here. All of a sudden, whoa! You even lead it with the hand. You see how it's just scooping up under the body. All right, and away again. To be able to come out, and your fingers were open. I don't know if you saw that, but I think we see it in the next shot. Okay, there again, head really out too long on the breathing stroke. Try to get that breath. You need to get the breath quickly, and then just drop the head down. Okay, and then just let's see it from the side. Here we go. So there we are, there's the flip up underneath the body, here's the catch, and again, bent elbow, your thumb almost touching your stomach, right across the body center line. Yeah, so when we go for correction, we just don't want that hand going over the center line at all. Okay, now let's have a look on the catch and the pull propulsion side. You see you're on a breathing stroke, and the reason that you're just pushing down on the water is just to kind of get that breath. And you see that the catch, there really isn't a catch there. And you're pushing down on the water. The arm's pretty straight because the elbow's not bent. All right, and there you just start to get a useful amount of power. All right, you haven't had any power from there because you've just been pushing down on the water, and you get a useful amount of power there. But the water that you've caught, look what happens. You've just literally the water that you caught is still there. All right, and because you're moving your arm up so fast underneath you, and as I say, there we go. Look at those fingers wide open, and nicely lightly cupped fingers would do better. Let's just have a look at this catch and pull on here. You see, immediately you start to push down on the water. You're just using your power, open fingers, pushing down, and that's not even a breathing stroke. All right. Here you start to flex on the elbow. There's the power in the pull stroke, but then the water that you've captured, which is currently here, is it's still there, and you've just lost it. All right, as the arm comes up under the body, see? All right, and then hand goes through, and the palm ideally is facing towards the back of the pool. You've just kind of relaxed it, and there's a bit of a scoop out. Can you see? So you just really need to try and reverse the, reverse the angle of the wrist. Now, just focus on the elbow then. You can see how low it is, all right, comparatively. And then it's just the straightforward sweep, and then you come in under the body. There's the other arm coming in there. Okay, let me just roll that through. You see, you started that catch and pull there, and your other arm is somewhere up here. Ideally, we'd like to be able to see it entering just before you start that catch and pull. But we'll work on that because that's just getting the rhythm right. Yeah, you see, you've almost got through the stroke before that one is even into the water. But you're obviously overreaching anyway. So even if you brought it in there, that hand would still be about here. So we're just gonna need to work on those things. And then we'll just roll it through. So if we can just get a bit of finesse, finesse on the stroke. See, there I'm telling you, nice head position, which it is, still a tad too high, still a bit of overreaching, but really encouraging. And then coming through here, let's just have a look and see what we're doing. You see way less of an underbite on this. Really nice. Now this is your after, straight through to the hip. Way nicer. You see, now you're generating some power. We've still got this push down. So we're just going to work on this catch, this pull, make sure that we're pulling directly back, but that's way better already, mate, and we'll just get the rhythm going. We're going to work on a bit on rotation as well, because that aids in a high elbow and this whole breathing thing. But I mean, you can certainly tell that there's an improvement, you know, after those few hours, and we'll focus on the drills and just get it all right. So drills, looking at that, kick drills. Let's make sure we get those legs together. Almost feel that you're touching your toes with each stroke. One arm pulls just to reinforce the straight through pull to the hip. So a lot of one arm. And then the big one for you is going to be doing loads of catch up and cheating catch up, which we can start in the pull later on. And that will really smooth the stroke out nicely. But it's nice you got the power to do it. All right, mate. I think that will do it. And then look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.